Have you ever heard of purple hull peas? Or maybe you saw them and thought that they were black eyed peas, maybe. Either way, I have a delicious recipe for you today. It is simple and it goes well with everything I'm telling you. I had some company over when I made this dish. It was their first time trying it and they absolutely loved it with some cornbread. Anyway, my name is Paula and I'm here with accompaniments and I'm helping you pair your side dishes with your main dishes. This one is definitely a good one. Keep watching.
We're going to begin this recipe by rendering down some bacon. I kind of did it in a small dice here to try to get as much of the bacon grease as I can. So I'm going to give this a good stir. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some onion. In this particular recipe, I do kind of want to sweat down that onion really good before we get the rest of the ingredients. So I'm going to give this a good stir and let it cook down some. Now that that's all good and cooked down, I want to go ahead and add my garlic in and make sure I do this before I add the liquid. So it's just a light saute so that it won't burn. So I'm just going to give that a little stir and let it go maybe 60 seconds. Now I'm going to add in my seasoning meat. This day I did have a ham hock, so that's what I used. Also, I got water going in here for my makeshift chicken broth. I was out of chicken broth, and y'all know what I say. I'm just going to go with the flow, use what I have on hand. Now, this day I had the chicken bouillon base, so I used maybe about a tablespoon in order to get me a good broth-like liquid going on here. So, again, I'm going to go ahead and give this a good stir and make sure that that all incorporates together. Now here comes the star of the show, the purple hull peas. These ones come with snaps. I do get these fresh from my farmer's market, actually right next door to me. It's not that far. I actually walk up to get my fruits and vegetables. And they looked so good this day. So I went ahead and cooked them with my Sunday dinner. But these are also a good holiday recipe, especially just to give a little something different. They are so good. But I went ahead and let this come up to a boil after getting it into my stock and seasoning meat, and then I put the lid on. I let it simmer for about 10 minutes before I checked on it. As you can see here, it's bubbling, it's boiling, and it's just a little tender. It plumped up just a little bit. So after checking it and giving it a good stir, making sure my liquid was still good here, I decided to go ahead and put the lid back on, and then I let it cook a few more minutes. Now, this time it was completely done, but I did have some okra in my garden. I'm the only one who eats okra, but I decided to go ahead and leave it in, and that's why I let it go in a hole so that I can just easily pull it out. So I got that in, and I just let it go for a few more minutes until the okra was done. I served it this day with cornbread, and I had some beef tips and rice. My company loved it, and I hope you do too. And if you do, go ahead and like this video, and I will see you on the next one.